Today we are reacting to PlaqueboyMax fans. PlaqueboyMax's fans are trying to ruin his career. Now, PlaqueboyMax, to anyone who doesn't know, is an extremely popular streamer. I would say he's probably, I wouldn't say number 2 to Kai, but in the black community of streamers, I'd say he's definitely in the top 10, top 5. I personally don't watch him, but I actually like Max, and I have seen consistent drama with him and rappers, and Airbnb drama with like rappers wanting to smoke, which I don't get it. Like, bro, if you can't follow simple rules, it's like, yo, like, what is wrong with you? Like, how much of a fiend can you be to not respect a simple task? Like, yo, don't smoke here, smoke outside, or just wait for the stream to end and then smoke. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, let's watch this video. PlaqueboyMax's fans are trying to ruin his career.
I don't know if y'all remember the first day how we took the flick. I guess I don't know if it's off the flick. I don't know if niggas was just watching the stream, but niggas started calling the house doing weird shit, and now the Airbnb owners found out. You feel me? It's threatening to call people, law enforcement, to get us out of here, threatening to kick us out of here. I've had 2 fried Airbnb accounts already just off of doing this shit. It's like, if I lose this one, I can't never do nothing ever again. So yeah, I can't lose this one. But that's what's happening. If this bad review or whatever, I get booted out, this one is probably Chef Boy RD. So yeah, it's cooked.
Damn. It's amazing how other people can literally ruin your success in your career. Max has launched his 5-star house series where he's invited a ton of guests, the YNs, rappers, and other content creators to the house to create a plethora of content, be themselves in different places. The reason why he's done it in this fashion, this Airbnb fashion, is it has allowed him to be more flexible and meet people where they are so he can have as many and the best collaborations as possible. Now, there's a lot of risks involved, but Max has been pumping out great content, and the only reason he's been able to do that is because the guests that he's been able to obtain and the Airbnbs that he's been able to rent. Airbnb has a lot of restrictions, but they do have a lot of flexibility as well, especially if you don't just, do dumb shit and respect the house. Like when he says don't smoke, because not only does it come with some sort of ramifications or repercussions financially to PlaqueboyMax.
Yo, just to clarify for anyone that end up seeing this or want to come on future streams, or like any artists, y'all are of course welcome to smoke outside. You just can't smoke inside in a B&B where they might charge me, because I've been charged before $5,000 to $10,000 or whatever more in fees for damages because of smoking.
But Airbnb is also a credit system.
Yeah, I feel like this should be very common sense to not smoke at people's. Like, forget Airbnb. Like, when you go to someone's house, you usually ask, yo, can I smoke inside? I personally, I don't smoke, but I've seen from friends that do smoke, they would ask, hey, can I smoke at your house? Or yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, they would ask, they wouldn't just start smoking. But I feel like rappers and just celebrities in general, because of their social status, they think they're entitled to doing anything that they want. And I think that's the issue there. But the fact that they charge 5,000, 10K, these are crazy numbers, but
it works on your past behaviors to build a reputation for you. And if you get a bad rep and a bad name in these Airbnbs, yeah, the owners are going to ultimately cook you. And it's crazy because a lot of the times it's not necessarily PlaqueboyMax doing the specific thing. Hell, come to think of it, it's never PlaqueboyMax. It's either the damn audience or it's damn guests.
There's been some weird shit going on. I think we just starting to really get too big for some stuff. But a nigga had called the Airbnb trying to get us out of here. So I'm gonna keep it a buck. The Airbnb host, they on hots. Mind you, we didn't do shit in it. Now y'all know the first 5-star house, we was wilding out compared to what happened yesterday. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. Right now we're good, but let's just pray for the best.
Think about how weird you have to be as a person to literally guesstimate and look and study PlaqueboyMax's stream, find the Airbnb that he's staying in, contact the owner, and either make up lies or point them in the direction as to something that's going on within their house. I already know they texted him like Randall.
Yeah, this is called being parasocial. Unfortunately, it's a thing that there's a lot in social, well, just when you grow a following in social media with like famous streamers and YouTubers like Kai, and I don't know why I can't think of anyone else right now, but these people have parasocial fans. When a lot of parasocial fans, people that don't have lives, and usually it's teenagers, because I feel like grown men and women don't have time to be parasocializing, if that's even a term, like over people. And really and truly, nobody should. You shouldn't be like this invested into someone online, bro. Like, it doesn't matter who you are. I don't care who you are, my nigga. You should not be invested in someone this much, bro. Like, get a life. Like, breathe air, touch some grass, go get a job. I don't know, bro. Go make some money.
From Recess saying, "Ooh, I bet you didn't know what was going on in your house. You probably need to check in on it. Here's a link below." That's so weird. Airbnb hosts are already nosy as hell anyway. I can remember times booking Airbnbs for AMP where they literally use that Ring camera as some sort of extortionary tactic because they didn't realize how many people were gonna come in and out the house. We hadn't done anything, but the host literally would send us screenshots of people walking in and out of the house saying, "Hey, I'm gonna have to start charging you per person." And the sad thing was, I think I put it all in my mom's name at that point in time. Like, I know her Airbnb account is cooked. Not too long ago, PlaqueboyMax had two Midwest artists, Chicken P and the hood hot princess Sexyy Red, on his platform. And they were just another example of having the wrong people come into your environment and potentially mess up everything that you got going on and have built.
Nah, right outside though, right outside, right outside. It's a B&B. I can't even the bathroom is go through that to the hallway to the right. It's not the first door, it's the second one.
Bro, the fact that you have to treat like grown-ass people as kids is insane to me. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm saying like Max is doing the right thing here, but the fact that he already told them like, yo, don't smoke in here, smoke outside. And he's having to say it again. Yo, go outside. Like, bro, it's like talking to kids. Like, yo, did you not just hear me the first time? Like, do I have to repeat myself?
Now, I wish it would have just stopped at the smoking request because honestly, I'm paying the $5,000 to $10,000 for Sexyy Red. I ain't gonna lie, I got a big heart for that woman. But not only were they requesting to smoke and then making fun of Max for having some sort of boundary in his life because he doesn't want the Airbnbs to get messed up, they also went on and did some of the craziest shit that could have got Max potentially banned from his platform.
That's my young nigga. That's my young nigga.
Oh, yeah.
My bad.
You good.
It was just a prank.
I can't even defend her. I don't even think that word is in Sexyy Red's like normal vocabulary, but it is so funny how it just seems like when people are streaming, people tend to just slip up and say the most outrageous things or literally find some sort of way to do something that they don't normally do that is banned on Twitch, that is literally TOS. Now, ultimately, it is your platform and your stream. You're charged with the responsibility of holding whoever comes onto your platform accountable for whatever you do. And the reason why you want to bring on guests is because you want to grow and help to change, you know, the narrative around you or your light in the limelight or whatever the case may be. You want to become a brighter star. But it's so funny to me how all these entertainers, how all these people literally seemingly have no respect for your platform when they do come onto your platform. I don't understand why rappers, entertainers, you know, celebrities, whatever, take content creators so unseriously to the point where they're asking them to do different things outside of their job scope that they normally wouldn't do. Hell, there was even one point in time where Chicken P had asked PlaqueboyMax to take his chat off stream because he didn't like what he was saying. As if you would do that for any other, you know, major production. You wouldn't ask a live audience to leave if you were on, I don't know, Regis and Kelly.
Turn this lights off one time so they can see something.
Huh?
See?
What you talking about? So they can see what?
I just said them two right there, just turn them off.
Not for what though?
It's cool. We ain't even play the beat. I'ma tell you, the same way they just playing crazy, bro.
Who playing?
All them.
Nah, it's the chat. Like it's the chat.
Fuck the chat.
This is my chat. Like,
And in no other situation would
First of all, a grown-ass nigga telling me, shh, to my face, we're gonna have issues. That's number one. Number two, who is this guy? Number three, yo, I just hate people that lack manners. I really hate people that lack, like, and I'm not even talking about you have to be like an extremely well-mannered person. I'm talking about common manners. Now, I get it that, well, I don't get it, but I can tell that from the clip, he's probably intoxicated, maybe even high at the same time. So that's, you know, that contributes to someone, you know, behaving in a certain way that's negative or that, you know, just lacks manners. But, oh my God, I really hate, like, people that act like just disrespectful, man. Like, and they don't realize themselves that they're being disrespectful, which is like insane to me. But to each his own.
Would you routinely disrespect hosts or people that are, you know, having you onto their platform? When Castanet had Sexyy Red on his platform, it turned into this awkward and disturbing moment where Sexyy Red was having her friend twerk on Castanet, or her homeboy was just being unserious around her, and it made everybody not only in the room uncomfortable, but it made us at home watching uncomfortable as hell.
Damn. I wouldn't even joke like that.
Damn, man. Fuck my red house. See?
On Twitch.
Damn, man. Fuck my red house. Fuck my see?
On
Twitch. Oh my god.
See,
Let me go get
I'm St. Louis. Nah, y'all doing too much.
y'all seen, does everything make sense now? Nigga, I was literally like dodging all the, nigga, like I didn't do shit the whole 30 days. Nigga, I made sure I was on point, nigga. Even with this, nigga.
Yeah, I
You
saw
see my
that.
ass backing
I
up
saw
in
that
motherfucker.
clip. I saw
know I'm
that
seeing
clip.
that shit, chat. I'm backing up like these.
I'd probably say that that was the tamest thing that Sexyy Red did on that platform, because allegedly she also snorted a line of cocaine into her nose. Like, you would never go onto The Breakfast Club. You would never go onto any BT platform. You would never go to Hot 97. You would never go to anybody else's major platform and do that same exact thing. But why is it that when these entertainers, celebrities, or whoever seemingly get onto these streamers' platform, do they literally lose their shit? They lose their mind and do things that are out of the ordinary. I'm sure that there's some conversation beforehand, and I don't want to make this like a Sexyy Red bash piece, because we've seen it happen with other rappers going on other streams before. But why is it that even after the conversation, or hell, even without a conversation, their mental lobe, their brain meat doesn't kick in and say, ooh, you know what? I probably should not be doing that said thing on this platform. I probably should not be, I don't know, smoking in a B&B after somebody tells me not to, or hell, even requesting it, or hell, just going outside. I probably should just respect people's careers, respect people's platforms, respect them as a whole. Because if I do something crazy, it doesn't necessarily just affect me, it also affects whose platform I'm on. Not only is there a huge financial cost that comes into this, because they're not going into small B&Bs. These aren't small houses that they're in. Hell, one of the B&Bs that PlaqueboyMax was in ended up being Juice WRLD's old house. But also, for some reason, these guests or viewers and onlookers don't respect content creators enough to just leave them alone and let them create content. Swatting calls used to be a massive thing that happened for streamers. It seemed like every other day somebody was getting swatted. But now we've come into the age where people are going above and beyond to disrespect these people, like breaking into their houses.
I ain't gonna lie, somebody broke into the crib, bro. I'm sleeping in my room. I hear Kyle. I wake up and like I'm like, yo, don't even sound like he's screaming. It sound like he's screaming at somebody. It sound different. It's early, bro. It's 8:30 in the morning. When I get downstairs, I'm looking for the bros, but the bros is not there, bro. I see this one random guy. I ain't had to hear too much. Yo, I don't know who the Mac. Cameraman Chris, we gotta give him his flowers. He was there. Same shit. Boom, boom. Like he drops like behind me. To catch a punch from two fat niggas, you gotta be on some shit, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, this is a serious like story, but bro, I fuck with Fathom. He's hilarious, bro. I swear to God, he's fucking funny.
Up and shit. He picks up his pants. I bet. I'm like, this little nigga got hot. Punches Chris in the face. Boom. I said, nah, it's lit. I'm about to do this and that. Let me go get the chair. Bam. Why you here? Bam. Bam. What the fuck are you doing? Then he's dead ass punching his back, but saying like, let's go play ball though. Let's go play ball. I'm like, this
What?
shit crazy, bro.
I know that might seem like a extreme example, but not only could that little boy have gotten hurt who broke into the house, but why also then risk the lives and well-being of these other guys just to play ball with them? If you care for them, love them, and respect them like you do say you do as a fan, why put their lives in jeopardy like that? That's a good thing the rappers haven't gotten to any sort of conflict or confrontation like that. They've just been, I don't know, crazy enough to throw chairs in houses and break walls.
This gonna work.
Yeah, because this one little. My bad, Trey.
Hey, you put a hole in my wall.
You rich, you can fix it.
But what I would hate to have to happen is that these content creators then have to be more selective, because not only does it hurt their content, but it hurts the viewing experience.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, the streamers also need to take an accountability. I don't think they don't. Like, for example, Max or Kai, like when they're inviting these rappers, especially like these more, for lack of a better term, ghetto rappers, or that make, ghetto music, they know that, some shit might pop out, or some things might go not according to plan, or not necessarily as they might think it might go. And I feel like they know that. But if they don't, they should. They should, because, bro, like, my nigga, if I'm inviting Sexyy Red to my house, I'm not expecting her to be, like, dressed like she's going to church. Like, let's be for real. Let's keep it honest, bro. Like, yo, if I'm invited, I'm saying, Sexyy Red, pull up. I'm not expecting her to be in a sundress ready to go to church. I'm expecting her to be in some booty shorts with barely any like clothes on, like ready to bend that ass over. Let that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm expecting from, because I know Sexyy Red, so I already know what to expect. Unless I tell her like, yo, could you wear this and that? But at that point, I'm changing her image. I'm changing who Sexyy Red is, because if I'm inviting her, I'm expecting her to be her, right? So I have to be also ready for what comes with inviting Sexyy Red to my house. And I'm just using Sexyy Red as an example. I'm not trying to,
experience as well, especially when you have rappers like Fabio Foreign or Little TJ straight up disrespecting Plaqueboy Max after he repeatedly told them not to smoke in the B&B, not to disrespect his place in space. Literally, he was trying to help them and put them on to a greater path, a new different path, reintroduce them into the limelight. But instead, they were met with nothing but disrespect and a bunch of things that could have cost Plaqueboy Max not only his platform, but his livelihood as well. I don't even think that this is some byproduct of just like cocky people. Entertainers and athletes and all this stuff have to be cocky people. We've seen people like Will Smith go on stream. Hell, even Wiz Khalifa recently went on Plaqueboy Max's stream, and it was a very humble experience.
Alright, so I did the stream with Plaqueboy Max last night. It turned out really good, man. It was super duper fun. It was a positive experience. It was fun to be able to create with the young homies and to be in a studio that I had never recorded in, on equipment that I never recorded on, and just be able to just create right on the spot. It was like a challenge, but it was fun. It was something that I'm always gonna remember. Thank you to Plaqueboy Max and his whole community, the FaZe clan.
So I know it can be done, and maybe these are just the adult heads coming into the room and knowing, hey, if I go to a guest's house, I don't put my feet on the couch and just straight up disrespect it. But I feel like there's a relationship that can help both the streamer and the rapper, the athlete and the content creator, whoever the case may be. We've seen positive, non-ego, non-cocky streams before. Neon is going on a generational run, having a bunch of people on his streams and they're not being disrespectful. I don't know why these terrible ass guests keep disrespecting them, and I hope that people are more selective going into the future, especially because they can literally make somebody's future by being.
Yeah, I agree. At the end of the day, you also need to know who you're bring into your Airbnb. Like, bro, if you're inviting a rapper that's like, again, like I said, if you're inviting a rapper that makes ghetto type of music, hasn't shown to be a very upstanding citizen, would you really expect him to behave at your house or an Airbnb? Most likely not. Me personally, I would just be logical and say, yeah, let me not invite this person. But I get it. It's beneficial for both people. And look, even with all this, like, even though it's bad, it's still creating like a very viral moment now. So if you're looking for a viral moment, it worked. I mean, we're talking about it. And if it keeps happening, we're going to keep talking about it because, drama always has more views than something that's good. Something that's positive. Like, drama will always bring more eyes to you. So if that's, what he's looking for, I don't think he's necessarily, I'm talking about Plaqueboy Max, I don't think he's necessarily looking for drama, but it is being beneficial to him because it is bringing more eyes to him every single time because we're watching him every single time there's drama. So, is it good for the artists themselves? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I feel like it depends. If it's like a female, I don't necessarily think it's gonna be like negative, because usually females, they're more like, their music sells more for like their body. So like regardless of what they might say, it's not gonna be as impactful as like a male artist, in my opinion. Like whenever a male artist says some bullshit, like nigga, I mean, it also depends. I feel like, and we can disagree. It is what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it is. But yeah, guys, that was the video. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Shout out to Omizi. Shout out to Max as well. Leave a like, subscribe, and let me know what videos you guys want to see. I'm also trying to get this channel to 100 subscribers, and also follow me on my social media accounts. They should be somewhere here. And yeah, I'll see you soon, maybe someday. I don't know. I'm out.